Good morning, Veritas All-Stars. This is the challenge problem for Thursday, May 14th, 2020. So I'm just going to read through it first without doing anything, and the second time through I will annotate, just like usual. So Miss Dorsey bought a 5-kilogram bag of sand for a science project. Miss Rella Brooks bought 2 smaller bags of sand with 2,000 grams in each bag. Part A, who bought more sand? Part B, write an inequality that compares the two amounts of sand. In Part C, how many more kilograms did the person from Part A buy than the other person? Okay, so it's about 2 people who bought sand. We're going to need to figure out who bought more. We're going to write that as an inequality, comparing the amounts, and then we are going to find out how many more kilograms one person bought than the other. Okay, so let's go back to the numbers. Miss Dorsey bought 5 kilograms. A 5-kilogram bag. So 1 5-kilogram bag. So I'm going to get to my notes in a second, actually. Miss Rella Brooks bought 2 smaller bags with 2,000 grams in each bag. So don't be tricked by that. She didn't just buy 2,000 grams. She bought 2 bags, and each of those had 2,000 grams. So right now I'm going to put a star there just to make sure that I remember that there are actually 2 of those bags that have 2,000 grams in each of them. Okay, so we're going to try to find out who bought more sand. So I made some notes over here. It says, you must memorize this unit conversion. This is not going to be on the reference sheet that they give you on the MCAS test. This is something you need to know. You need to just memorize it, so we're going to practice using it a bunch. All right, so 1 kilogram, also written as kg, equals 1,000 grams, which is written as G. So 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. So a gram is much, much, much smaller than a kilogram because you need 1,000 grams to make 1 kilogram. Okay, so some benchmarks, some ways to kind of think about this is a pineapple weighs about 1 kilogram. So when you're thinking about 1 kilogram, think about a pineapple. So pineapple's a pretty big fruit, right? It's pretty heavy. That's about 1 kilogram. Okay, so a benchmark for a gram is a paper clip weighs about a gram. So you're comparing something that's about the size of a pineapple to something that's about the size of a paper clip, right? So you need 1,000 paper clips to make the same weight as a pineapple. Okay, so that's just a good way for you to try to think about what is a kilogram, what is a gram, as you're trying to solve problems that involve kilograms and grams. Okay, so now I'm going to make a little bit of a list here. Dorsey and Rella Brooks. Let's see what the problem says about those 2 teachers. It says that Miss Dorsey bought 5 kilograms. Miss Rella Brooks bought 2 smaller bags with 2,000 grams in each one. So she actually bought 2 times 2,000 grams, which is 4,000 grams. Okay, so she bought 2 bags, and there were 2,000 grams in each one. So 2 times 2,000 is 4,000. You could have done 2,000 and added that repeatedly twice. 2,000 plus 2,000 is 4,000, or you could have multiplied. 2 times 2,000 is 4,000. So Miss Rella Brooks bought 4,000 grams. But we are having a hard time comparing these two because grams and kilograms are different units. So what we need to do is turn Miss Dorsey's 5 kilograms into grams. Then you can tell who actually bought more sand. So let's go back to this, which is not going to be on you need to know this, like I said at the beginning. A kilogram is 1,000 grams. So 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. So 5 kilograms is 5 times 1,000 grams. It's 5. Kilo means 1,000. When you see kilo, that means 1,000. So kilogram, 1,000 grams. So we have 5,000 grams. 5 times 1,000, we have 5,000 grams. Or Miss Dorsey has 5,000 grams of sand, and Miss Rella Brooks has 4,000 grams of sand. So who has more? Miss Dorsey has 5,000. So who bought more is the question. So you're not going to put 5,000. You're going to put Miss Dorsey. That is the answer. Who bought more sand? Miss Dorsey. Give yourself some snaps if you got that. Good work. Notice that I didn't give you this on this question to see who knew it before we got to this practice. So if you did and you got that right on your own, great job. Give yourself some snaps. That's impressive. Part B, write an inequality. Now we have used this word quite a bit. Write an inequality. So if you're not quite sure what that means, you might put a little question mark here and say, I kind of forget. Something that compares the two amounts of sand. So think about now, what do you know about comparing the two amounts of sand? So not the two people's names, the two amounts of sand. So we're going to compare them, and inequality is less than, or that's greater than, less than, or equal to. Okay, so we're going to write the amounts. So we're going to write 5,000 grams is greater than 4,000 grams. That's one possible answer. Or you could have started with the originals. 5 kilograms is greater than 4,000 grams. Either one of those would be correct. It needs to say that the 5,000 is greater than the 4,000, or that the 5 kilograms is greater than 4,000 grams. Give yourself some snaps. If you knew what an inequality was, great job. If not, that's a word that we're going to be continuing to use so that you can remember it. Okay, part C, how many more kilograms? So before I even read any more, I'm going to write this unit right there on the line so that I don't accidentally come up with the number of grams. How many more kilograms did the person from part A, Miss Dorsey, buy than the other person, Miss Rella Brooks? So how much more? In kilograms. So that's going to be a little bit harder. So we need to use 5 kilograms for Miss Dorsey, and now we need to change Miss Rella Brooks' amount. 4,000 grams would be how many kilograms? So if 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams, then 4 kilograms is 4,000 grams. We're basically dividing that by 1,000. 4,000 divided by 1,000 is 4, right? So 4,000 grams, and kilo means 1,000 like we said, so 4 kilograms. 4 kilograms. So now we have 5 kilograms or 4 kilograms. How many more kilograms did Miss Dorsey buy than Miss Rella Brooks? 5 kilograms minus 4 kilograms is 1 kilogram more. So the answer to part C is Miss Dorsey bought 1 kilogram more than Miss Rella Brooks. Even though 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams, if you put the answer of 1,000 grams, that's not going to be correct for this because it asks you in this problem how many more kilograms. So you had to make sure that your answer was in the unit of kilograms. All right, give yourself some snaps. Nice work. Make sure that you think about this, practice these, try to think of some other examples of things that are about a kilogram or about 1,000 grams, and let me know what you come up with. I've always learned that like a loaf of bread is 1 pound, so I always try to have some type of benchmark when I think of a unit so that I can picture how big or how small it is. So a kilogram is like a pineapple or like maybe a small watermelon. And a paper clip is the weight of a gram, or also a dollar bill. If you weigh a dollar bill, it weighs a gram. So you're comparing the weight of a light dollar bill to a pineapple or a small watermelon. All right, that's it. Have a great day, everybody. See you later.